There once was a man who left his dog in the yard too long. Now this wouldn't be a problem, but his fence was gone. So, as the man realized, he rose up in disbelief because his focus should have been his family instead of bagging the chief. He felt a wave of brief grief as he rushed to open the door, and there he set his eyes on a prize he had never seen before. It could turn a rich man poor, 'cause they could never measure this pleasure. With no disguise to his eyes, there lies his prize and his treasure. Yes, this endeavor was done. His beautiful dog was standing at his feet right there, under the sun. So tell me, how is this the beginning of the story, and how has it just begun? Well, the fact that you wonder makes it half of the fun. So, now, with great glee, glit and galore, just as his heart is starting to soar, he hears a wish and a whoosh as his bird flies out of the door. Please, say no more, because his heart that was lifted high in a soar drops down from the sky to the ceiling through his stomach and onto the floor. He's been hit in the core, but no time is in store. He takes a stand to demand that he evens the score. Yes, I proclaim again, to go out into the world and save my friend. I will not pretend he is not in danger. It's time that I suit up and boot up like a Power Ranger. Every stranger will know to look for his glow. My anger must go right out the window. Which way did he go? I really don't know. Must find him for show. I already know. So, I stop. Take a deep breath. Then run to wake my lady with the sound of death. She's the one to be that referee, and now super mad at me 'cause I set the bird free. It doesn't matter, I gather every ounce of composure, knowing that Lolly can die from cold and overnight exposure. I won't stop till it's over, till I'm getting my closure. Like a ninth inning closer, I'm staying down like a soldier. But he who is the holder of the card is hard for the opposite soul, feeling trapped and barred. I say it's a big lot of booty, but willing to sacrifice for this cutie. I took it on as a father when this is part of my duty. So roll the reel of the movie, it's getting giddy and groovy. I got the odds of the gods, but feeling smaller than Rudy. So it's crucial to take the next step correct. As I circle the house, it's just became a classic game of cat and mouse. Only me and my spouse, that's the way that it is, but that's the only fucking way I like to handle my biz. So, with nothing left to do, I call into the blue and say, Lolly, not Polly. In my head beg, nothing happened to you. With one look left and one look right, my heart feels pain. My heart feels fright, but there he is. I can see him right in flight, and my terror turns from fear into delight. Yes, he's in my mind and he's in my sight. See that silver lining ray of light, but he's as high as a kite, with the world so open. Please, land on my hand is all that I'm hoping. And wouldn't you know, he chooses his tree. And in the yard of all yards, right next to me, I see this fact and begin to whack, but my girlfriend's hand just pulls me back. She's real PO'd, so before she blows, I'ma stand right here and just let her go. Because she comes fully equipped with banana and grip. And I'ma tell you right now, don't demand nothing from a woman with a hand on her hip. Just skip to your loo, let it do what it do, and tell her, I'm here, I got your back, boo. So, who can feel the suspense? It's kinda getting intense. I'll move along with this song and tell you that bird flew right back over the fence. Like, fuck you, bitch. I'm as free as a bird. That's my goddamn word. Give a fuck what you heard. So, Now I'm really in trouble. I see she begins to bubble, and her anger turns to rage because the level is double. You couldn't find him with the Hubble, he'd be out of the scope. But I'd be digging through the rubble with a heart full of hope. You know that I'll never give up, and I'll never give in. It's time to climb on the roof, and just let it begin. And no, you did not mishear. I said climb on the roof, to whistle and call all day, even if I look like a goof. Because what the hell else do you do to get a bird back? Rent a helicopter to try to follow the track? I ask all the birds, the bees, even look in the trees. Shit, I would fly overseas, even ask the Japanese. It's got just enough degrees for him to not care. Guess life twists and turns. Sometimes it's not fair. In a future feature, I better beware of such a beautiful creature, because somewhere along the line, this bird had become my teacher. And the lesson was learned. Life is given, taken away and earned. If the bond's not strong, then the bridge will be burned. So, as my stomach is churned and my agony rises, a full day turns to night. But thankfully, this bird was full of surprises. He sizes me up. What kind of man did he see? I say he saw a man that could quite possibly be his family. There's no demand in me there. I'm just a father that care. First time in my life I felt a fatherly scare. I couldn't go nowhere without finishing this endeavor. I said from the beginning that I would never say never. But was he gone, lost forever? Alone to grow old? Or would he die as the night went on and got cold? I rolled up my sleeves bold. Time went on, I got colder. I'm wishing that he would come and land on my shoulder. And just as my worries had started to peak, I hear a chirp, squeak, squeak from his little green cheek. And Eureka is the word of the day. What was lost is now found, say hip-hop hooray. He went astray to play all day. Now he shows his voice, but coming back now is just a matter of choice. So, with patience we wait, as I let my whistle bellow. But it's been about a half an hour. Did I lose the little fellow? I need to stay mellow in this time of great stress. But just in that moment, I see a yellow chest, as well as patches of orange, blue, and green. And no, it wasn't a dream, but my little bird that I'd seen. Me and my team of two who sat on the rooftop all day, we finally made it through. From this experience, I feel we all grew into something more. True, we may have never knew. Loving the bond so strong, could have made it into a brew and even sold it to you. As the story is set, this may be something you couldn't or wouldn't just get. But never forget that I would never live a life filled full of regret.